Good morning, all of you. And how are you all doing today?
Great,
Great,
sir.
sir.
Are you sure? All good? How are you feeling today? What is the feeling in your tummy?
Sir, a bit
Excited
nervous
and
Nervous? Why are you
and
nervous?
excited.
Nervous and excited. Is it nervous excitement or excitedly nervous? What is it?
Like excitedly nervous.
You're excitedly nervous. Okay, I'm very happy that you all are all excitedly nervous. Very quickly, we are going to go on to the quiz. Before we go on to the quiz, can we introduce all of you to all the people who are listening to us? Pranjali, could you please introduce our students to all our listeners, please? And when you are
Yes, so
introduced, please say hi so that they can see your face. Because on Facebook live stream, the stream works very interestingly. What happens is that your face shows on the upper right hand side. Okay, and only the person who's speaking can be seen. So just say hi. All right, yes, go ahead, Pranjali.
yes. So to begin with, we have Vaishnavi Chabra from GD Goenka Public School Indore. Hi Vaishnavi. Then we have Mahi Parikh from MGD Girls School Jaipur.
Hey,
Dheeraj Kesava Beliseti from Euro School Hyderabad.
Hi.
And finally, we have Devashi Patil, from Pawar Public School, Amanora, Pune.
hi.
Okay, all right, perfect. All of you, could you all please repeat? Could you please repeat the names once for me, Pranjali? I was just checking
Sure.
some technical issues. Yes.
Absolutely. So we have Vaishnavi Chabra from GD Goenka School Indore.
Mhm.
Mahi Parikh from MGD Girls School Jaipur.
Mhm.
Dheeraj Kesava from Euro School Hyderabad.
Mhm.
Devashi Patil from Pawar Public School Pune.
Great. So we have students all the way from Jaipur with us from MGD Jaipur. Hi, Mahi. And we have Vaishnavi all the way from Indore, GD Goenka Public School Indore. We had another student from GD Goenka just before her. Hi, Vaishnavi. Then we have Dheeraj with us from Hyderabad. And finally, we have Devshri from Pawar Public School, Pune. All right. Hello, everybody.
Hi, sir.
How you all doing? Little bit of nervousness is what I heard. So some of you have been a part of our nervousness exercises. Very quickly, let's wiggle hands. Come on. Let's get rid of that nervousness. Throw it out. Tell your mind that you're all calm and composed and everything's perfect. Stop. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Wiggle your hands again. Come on. Stop. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Feel the calmness in you. Have confidence in yourself. And for the last time, wiggle your hands, everybody. Come on. Stop. And this time, literally throw everything out. Only keep the positive things in you. Very good, Mike. Superb, superb. So all of us are ready. And a very good afternoon to all of you. And welcome to quarterfinal 3 of the All India Global Jigyasa Online Inter-School Quiz Contest. We are super excited to have you. The first two quarterfinals have been absolute cliffhangers. Both of them have been decided by literally no score differences. It has been just unbelievable how the differences in scores are literally nothing. Very interesting quarterfinals. Some of the most amazing students from across India being able to answer all the questions that we are providing in spite of them being a couple of notches more complex than what you saw in the pre-quarterfinals. And I'm sure Devshri, Mahi, Vaishnavi and Dheeraj, you all are going to do the exact same thing for us, and I'm sure you all are going to be participating well. Forget about the nervousness. You're some of the best students who are participating in this quiz contest. You're just 1305. You're in that 25% is what you are in. And I'm sure you're going to distinguish yourselves with participation in the quarterfinal as well. Let's quickly go on to the quiz. Give me one moment. I will just open the quiz. Okay, I am just opening the quiz. Is it open? Is it visible to everybody?
Yes.
sir.
So for all our live streamers who have just joined us, have your friends, family, teachers, friends joined you on this stream today? Have you told them to join you and see you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, great. So in fact, this is the All India Global Jigyasa Inter-School Quiz Contest being conducted by SkillSphere Education. We are a pan-India organization that focuses on the development of a range of skills, including communication skills, public speaking, general awareness, and a plethora of other skills for students right from grades 3 onwards to graduation. We conduct offline and online programs in over 180 schools, associating with over 60,000 students pan-India. My name is Ananj Prasad, and I am the founder and managing director of SkillSphere Education. Yours truly is also the quiz master for all of these quizzes. And of course, I've seen all of you. I remember all of you vaguely from all the different sessions that we have conducted over the past 2 days. In this quiz contest, we have 35 participating schools from 15 cities, 105 participating students. We are down to the final 32, and we already have the 2 semi-finalists who have qualified from the first 2 quarterfinals. We are going to be having 2 more quarterfinals taking place, one prior to lunch and one after lunch today. And at the end of all of these quarterfinals, we shall be having our final 4 semi-finalists from today. And tomorrow we have 4 more quarterfinals to decide the 4 other semi-finalists. And then our semi-finals will take place on Saturday. And finally, the grand finale on Sunday at 12 noon. It's been an amazing journey up to now, and it is only getting better and better. Isn't it, Pranjali? In fact, I'd like to introduce you all to Pranjali, the assistant quiz master for the entire session. Say hi to Pranjali, ma'am, everybody.
Hi,
Hi.
ma'am.
Hello.
Hi, ma'am.
Nice to meet you all. All the very best for today's quiz. I hope the best person wins.
Thank you.
And more importantly, just enjoy and try and learn, okay? This is the quarterfinal round of the 3 sets of rounds to the grand finale. And I'm very excited to tell you that this is India's first and largest online inter-school quiz of its sort that has ever been conducted. Okay, we are conducting these things, just the rules and guidelines for all the live streamers. We are conducting this quiz via Zoom. Okay, following all the essential Ministry of Home Affairs security guidelines. Okay, it's being streamed live on Facebook. We are not streaming it live on YouTube for the simple reason that Zoom only allows us to stream on one of the 2 platforms. So people who are on YouTube are being redirected to Facebook. There is a video that actually redirects them here. Participating students, all of them have been isolated at their venues. No parents, friends, teachers, friends, relatives, nobody is allowed. Only they are supposed to be in the room. They actually sit a slight distance away from their devices. They can neither mute nor switch off their videos during the sessions. In case of disconnections or connectivity issues, if it is not leading to a competitive disadvantage for anybody, we will try and adjust. But if, for example, in the middle of your question, if you get disconnected, that question gets forfeited. Any form of cheating or prompting will result in an automatic disqualification. And lastly, and most importantly, the quiz master's decision is final. You have been allowed to keep your cell phones with you, but for the simple reason that if you disconnect, you can call Fursan sir, who's the chief of admin, for no other reason apart from that. Am I clear? Yes? All of you know these rules already. And of course, we have these 8 quarterfinal quizzes taking place between today and tomorrow, between Wednesday and Thursday. We are now in the 3rd quarterfinal. 4 of you are participating, only 1 of you will qualify. And if you'd like to know what is the interesting format that the quarterfinals are going to follow, we have 2 formats, either music or mathematics. We followed music in quarterfinal 1, we followed mathematics in quarterfinal 2, and now we are going to revert to music, okay? So the theme is music. Doesn't mean we're going to be singing and dancing, but yes, all the themes, all the different rounds, you can sing and dance if you like. I'm very happy if you'd like to do that. But yes, this round or these rounds, there are 3 rounds in all in quarterfinal 3. All of them are based around the theme of music. Okay. All of them are based around the theme of music. And in fact, before we start, as a small icebreaker for everybody, what does music mean to you, Dheeraj?
You know, it makes you calm, you know, your stress relief.
It's a stress relief for you. That's great. What about you, Devashri?
The music are the different beats, different kinds of songs. We can listen them in different moods, like
All right.
for relaxation.
All right. Okay. Vaishnavi?
So I'm very fond of listening to English songs especially. And
Okay.
when I listen to them, even sitting, I move my legs because I'm very fond of dance also. It's
Oh,
like
wow,
kind of
I'm
a
very-
stress buster for me.
Oh, I'm very happy. Even Pranjali ma'am, no, she's a superb singer. Let's see if we can make her sing today. Okay, Mahi?
I like to hear to upbeat music because it makes me cheerful.
Okay, it makes you cheerful. Okay, very good. Are all of you all calm and composed? Are you all still a little nervous? Everyone, are you
Yeah,
cool?
little.
Little nervous?
Yes.
Okay, we'll get that nervousness out very quickly. All the best to all of you participants. Do supremely well. Wish me all the best too, because you know it's a very big pressure situation even for the quiz master in these quarters.
All the best, sir.
Thank you so
The
much.
best,
And
sir.
now we'll support each other and we'll quickly start off with round one. So round one, the theme is called 3-chord songs. You know, it is actually believed that most of the songs in the world can be played on 3 chords. I mean, different chord progressions, G, C, D, C, F, G. I play the guitar too, so I can tell you that it is easy to play a lot of songs on 3 chords. Okay. You know, in this round also, we are trying to see whether you can create music by playing 3 chords for us. Okay, you have to identify 3 chords, in fact, in these questions. In this round, each of you participants will get 2 direct questions. Okay, 2 direct questions is what you're going to get. None of them are going to be carried forward in case of an incorrect answer. So no carry forwards in this round. In each question, there are 3 unknowns. Okay, in each question, there are 3 unknowns. These unknowns are named after musical chords like A major, B minor, C major. These are unknowns. They're just named after a chord. F minor, E minor, D minor, can be anything. Okay, for each chord you identify correctly, you will get 10 points. If you identify all 3 chords correctly, you don't only get the 10 plus 10 plus 10, that's 30 points. You get the 5 additional points as well. So you get 35 points. Are you clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So identifying all 3, you will get 35. But if you identify single, also you can get 10 points. So there is partial marking in this round. Okay, no negative points, and it will take you some time to read the question. So in fact, this time you'll get 30 seconds for answering a question. Is that fine, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So very quickly, let's see a sample question. A major is the Field Marshal of India. A major was the Chief of Army Staff during the Indo-Pakistani War of 1971. B minor was appointed the Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Army in 1949 and retired from the Indian Army in 1953. He is also a Field Marshal of India. C major is the second highest wartime gallantry award conferred on members of the armed forces. Can you identify these chords for me?
Sir, A major is Manekshaw, Sam
Yes.
Manekshaw.
B major,
And
B minor.
sir, I guess C major is Karyappa.
No, B minor is Karyappa. That's correct. KC Karyappa. C major is an award. What is that award? So you'll have to read carefully. Okay. So anyone, what is C major? It's the Mahavir Chakra. Okay. So everybody, what I would like to tell you is be very vigilant. This quiz now is more competitive. It's slightly more complex. It requires presence of mind. Okay. It requires presence of mind, calmness, composure, strategy. Be smart about things. Don't jump on things. Read clearly, everyone. Okay. Let's quickly start off, and we'll start off in order. Vaishnavi from GD Goenka Public School, Indore. We will start off with you. All the best, Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi, your question is, A major was the 16th President of the United States of America. He introduced a law called the Emancipation Proclamation, which essentially abolished slavery in many states of the USA. However, he is most famous for his leadership during the B major war. To honor him, his face was sculpted on C major along with 3 other presidents of USA. Can you identify these 3 chords for me, Vaishnavi?
So A is Abraham Lincoln.
Very good. 10 points to you for that. What
So
about
B
B major?
major is Civil War.
The American Civil War.
So
Very
B
good.
major is
That's
Civil
10 more
War.
points. Yes, Civil War. And C major?
C major.
5.
So C major, I don't know.
C major, you don't know? Would anybody like to give it a try? What is C major called? Anyone? It's called Mount Rushmore. This is Mount Rushmore, okay, where the faces of all the great presidents of the United States of America have been sculpted, okay. So Abe Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln is who you see on the extreme right-hand corner.
Okay, so I believe there's a connectivity issue from Anand sir's side. So we just wait for him.
So he's on the Mount. Yeah, just give me a minute. Has it stabilized? Am I audible, visible?
Yes.
Clearly?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
just let me check my internet connection to make sure that it does not happen in the middle of a question. Luckily, this did not happen in the middle of a question this time. Yes, I think it should not happen. I've just checked my internet connection. It seems to be fine. Okay. So as I was telling you very clearly, and in fact, if it does happen in the middle of a question once more, Pranjali, I would just like to tell you that the child can give his or her answer. Okay, if the child wants to answer, the child will have to give him or her answer, and you can take it forward from there. All right.
All
You
right,
can wait for
noted.
me, but you can record the answer. Okay.
Okay.
Very quickly. Or in fact, we will just stick to the commonality because we did it in quarterfinal 1. If I disconnect by mistake, we will simply dismiss the question. Okay, that question stands null and void. Okay, so Mount Rushmore, you can see Abraham Lincoln on the extreme right hand corner. Okay, so well done, Vaishnavi, 20 points to you. Mahi, we will move on to you. Mahi from MGD Jaipur. Warren Buffett is the CEO of A Major. He is one of the richest people in the world. However, he is a part of a non-government organization or NGO named B Major, where he has pledged to donate 99% of his wealth to various causes. A close friend, Bill Gates, who is the founder of C Major, has also pledged to donate 99% of his wealth, partly through this NGO. Can you identify these chords, Mahi?
So Warren Buffett is the CEO of he's the CEO of Berkshire.
Yes. Yes, go ahead. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Sir, he's
Yes, go ahead.
So B Major is Hathaway.
Okay. B Major is Hathaway. Can you repeat yourself once just to be clear?
So Berkshire, A Major is Berkshire.
Okay.
And B Major is Hathaway.
Okay.
Sorry,
And what?
A Major is Hathaway and B Major is Berkshire. C Major, so I don't know.
Okay, you don't know who Bill Gates is founded? Okay, honestly speaking.
I might have to interrupt here, Anand.
Right, go ahead.
Okay, there is a possibility that there might be someone in Mahi's room. So requesting Mahi to let us know if there's someone.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
No worries, Mahi. We just wanted to reconfirm. We trust you otherwise. Mahi, I'm so sorry though. Honestly speaking, these are the kinds of situations when I feel most disappointed because you actually knew the answer. You actually knew the answer, but you have actually mixed it up among all the different chords. A Major is the name of Warren Buffett's company, and Warren Buffett's company is actually called Berkshire Hathaway. Okay, you mixed it up twice. I'm not going to be able to give it to you. B Major is in fact the Giving Pledge. That's the name of the NGO. And C Major, Bill Gates is the founder of Microsoft. Okay. No worries, Mai, but you don't worry. There's a lot of time to catch up, Baba. Okay. Don't worry. You just got confused. Happens sometimes. Okay. Let's quickly move on to Dheeraj. Dheeraj,
Yes.
your direct question is this. A Major was an incredible influence on various social reformers across the world due to his methods of non-violence. B Major, an American reformer, was one such person who often drew inspiration from A Major, as mentioned in his book, Long Walk to Freedom. C Major was also deeply influenced by A Major. He was a civil rights activist in the USA who fought against racial discrimination. Can you identify all three chords for us, please, Dheeraj?
Sir, is A Major Mahatma Gandhi?
That is the correct answer. What is B
And
Major?
B Major should be Nelson Mandela.
Yes. And what is C Major?
C Major. No, sir, I don't have any idea.
Does anybody have an idea what C Major is? It's Martin Luther King Jr., the I Have a Dream speech person. Okay. 20 points to Dheeraj. Well done, though, Dheeraj. Let's move on to Devashri from Pawar Public School, Pune. Devashri, your question is this. B Major, a drug manufactured by Gilead Sciences, was all over the news lately because it is being seen as a potential vaccine for COVID-19. However, B major was not made for COVID-19. Prior to COVID-19, it was being tested as a potential vaccine for the C minor virus, which is believed to be transmitted by bats. Guinea and Sierra Leone, the countries most affected by C minor, are situated in the D major continent. Identify these chords.
Sir, I think D major is hydroquinone acid.
Okay, what is C major? So what is C minor?
It has been seen as the potential.
You have some time.
Sir, C minor is malaria.
Okay, and what is D major?
Which is
Okay, in 5.
D major is Africa.
All right. Thank you very much, Devashri. We have all your 3 answers in place. D major is Africa. You get 10 points for that. But B major and C minor are incorrect. Would somebody else like to answer this for us?
The B major is sorry. C minor is Ebola.
That is correct. And what is B major?
Hydroxychloroquine.
It's actually Remdesivir. Okay, it's Remdesivir. Okay, Remdesivir is the name of the I always get the pronunciation wrong. It's Remdesivir. Ebola is the virus and Africa is the continent. 10 points to Devashri. Okay, and with that we will now move backwards. Okay, so now the question will go to Devashri to start off with. All right, Devashri, your question is: in these times when women are standing out more than ever before, it would be unfair to not talk about these amazing women. B major was the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. She was also called the Iron Lady of the world for her unflinching stand on various issues. On the other hand, a very famous female politician from India, C minor, was also referred to as the Iron Lady of Indian politics. But D minor is the real Iron Lady of India, as she's referred to in the news circles. She is a civil rights activist from Manipur who has fasted for 16 years in the past for the abolition of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act. Can you identify these revolutionary chords of our world, these 3 chords? Can you identify them for us, Devashri?
Sir, C minor is Indira Gandhi.
10 points on that. Very good, Devashri.
B major.
You have some time. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry, Devashri, we're going to have to pass it. I mean, it's not carrying forward anyway. It's just a question for the fun of it. Would anybody like to answer B major or D minor?
So is B major Theresa May?
It's not Theresa May. Theresa May is a very recent British Prime Minister. She really didn't leave on the best of terms either. Okay. Who else do you think it possibly can be? What about D minor? Anybody knows D minor? It's actually Irom Sharmila. Okay. Was fighting for the Armed Forces Special Powers Act's revocation. And B major is Margaret Thatcher. Okay. Margaret Thatcher, one of the greatest British Prime Ministers of all time. Okay. Let's quickly move on now to the next question, which is for Dheeraj. Dheeraj, your question is: in 2016, Donald Trump defeated C major in the presidential elections to become the president of the USA. C major's husband, D major, had also been the president of the USA. C major had previously been the Secretary of State for USA when E major was the president. E major was the first president of USA of African American descent. Can you name these chords, Dheeraj?
So C major is Hillary Clinton.
Yes. Yes.
D major is Bill Clinton.
Yes. 20 points.
And
now for 35 points.
E major was the first president. I guess it's Barack Obama.
35 points to Dheeraj. 35.
Congratulations, Dheeraj. You've scored 35 points in this round. You've given all the
Dheeraj has
answers
gone
correct.
about it in a very interesting way. Absolutely. Just give me one moment. What I am going to do is actually I am going to switch my internet connection. Just give me one moment because I feel like there seems to be a fluctuation unnecessarily setting in place every couple of minutes. Just give me one moment. Very quickly, I'm going to switch. I will just require a minute to switch.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Can I just get up and close the door of the room?
Sure. Please do that.
Just give me one moment. I'm just tethering. All right. All right. Is this better now?
Yes.
See me and hear me. I've just switched connections. We honestly have 3 connections. I have an Airtel connection, a Vodafone connection, and our Wi-Fi connection. So sometimes there are these fluctuations. So I was just switching to make sure that I don't go off in the middle of a question. So Dheeraj, well done. You went about in a very interesting way just to bring everybody back to speed with what has just taken place. Dheeraj, our dear friend, has answered all the 3 questions of the second question that he was asked in round number 1 correctly. Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, and Barack Obama are the correct answers. Dheeraj, you get 35 points. Well done, Dheeraj. Let's quickly move on to Mahi from MGD Jaipur. Mahi, your question is, the Cold War was a prolonged period of hostilities between these 2 countries, USA and E Minor, which collapsed in 1991. The space race was a consequence of the Cold War. At the height of the Cold War, E Minor sent an animal, a F major named Laika, to space, making it the first living animal to orbit the Earth. After 12 years, USA put the first man on the moon, G major. This mission which took him to the moon was called Apollo 11. Can you name these chords?
So F major was a dog, Laika.
Yes.
G major was first man, Neil Armstrong.
All right, 20 points. And E minor?
E minor was with USA and
You have 5 seconds. 5, 4,
E
3,
minor, I don't know.
2. Anybody else wants to answer E minor for us?
China?
China did not collapse in 1991. It was the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, broke off, and different states broke off, and the biggest section which still remains and which is considered the erstwhile Soviet Union is the Russian Federation. All right. So 20 points to Mahi. Well done, Mahi. You got 20 points. You can be happy with that. And now we move to Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi, your question is, this ancient civilization A Minor, situated by the Indus River, is considered to be one of the oldest. However, at the same time, another civilization, Mesopotamia, is supposed to have been flourishing in this Middle Eastern country present day. Around the same time, an African country also had a flourishing civilization. As in, a present day African country in its location had a flourishing civilization. A great monument of this civilization, the pyramids of Giza, are found near the capital of this country, C major. Can you identify these chords for us?
So A minor is Mohenjo-daro.
All right.
B major, I don't know. And the pyramids of Giza are found near the capital of this country, C major.
Yes, A minor is Mohenjo-daro. What about the others? Okay, I'm giving you 5 seconds. 5, 4.
So B major is Indonesia.
And what is C major?
So I don't
Okay,
know.
A minor is the Mohenjo-daro civilization. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'll give you A minor. A minor is the Mohenjo-daro and Harappa civilization, the Indus Valley civilization. I will be happy to give you that. That's something that I can give you leeway with. B major and C major are Iraq and Cairo. Capital city of the Egyptian civilization is Cairo, pyramids of Giza, and Mesopotamia is in modern day Iraq. Okay, everybody clear with that? Let's quickly check. We are done with round number 1. Went off quite smoothly by and large. Very quickly, let's check the scores at the end of round number 1. Pranjali, are they ready?
Yes.
Okay, tell me what the scores are. Let's just share the screen for a moment. Okay, give me one moment, please. We have quarterfinal 3. Very quickly, we're going to share our screen and let's see what the scores are. We have Vaishnavi Chavra from GD Goenka Public School, Indore on 30 points. Mahi Parekh from MGD Girls School, Jaipur on 20 points. Dheeraj Kerasava Veliseti moving forward with from Euro School, Hyderabad with 55 points. And Devashri Patil on 20 points. Let me be very honest in telling you though, that a lot of things change in rounds 2 and 3 and the same thing has happened in the earlier quizzes as well. So there's still a lot of time to catch up. So at no point in time should you feel disheartened or dissuaded. This is just the beginning. Everyone, is that clear? So very quickly, let's move on to round number 2. And round number 2 is right here for us. It's also related to music like all our other rounds. Round number 2 is called musical compositions. Okay. So musical compositions are basically original pieces of work of music, either musical or instrumental. And we want to see how good are you students going to be at composing things. So in this round, each of you participants will actually get 2 direct questions. In each question, an image will be shown. Probably some text might also be shown, but an image will also be shown. There are no carry forwards in this round. Okay. We are looking for a question that basically gives the answer. I mean, the image, it should answer the image. I'm not looking for you to tell me what is there in the image. You have to frame a question that will answer what is there in the image. Okay. So you have to kind of compose or frame a question. It's 10 points for a correct answer. There is no negative marking. Is that clear to everybody? 2 direct questions, 10 points for a correct answer. No carry forwards, no negative marking, plain and simple. Clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
very quickly, let's actually move on and let's see what happens. Okay, just give me one moment. Okay, I just want to confirm. I think I would like to allow a carry forward. We had actually initiated a change in this rule. I will just confirm. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure that we are fair with the musical compositions format. One moment, please. Just all the members who are actually streaming us live as well. I'm just trying to make sure that we do our very best for our children. So give me 1 second, please. We had actually done some calculations and decided towards the very end that it's important to introduce a couple of changes to ensure the levelization of scores across the 2 rounds. And one of the things that we had done was actually change and introduce the concept of a carry forward. So we are actually going to have a carry forward in this round. I will just read out the revised rules to everybody. So what happens, everyone, is that in this round, each of you will get 2 direct questions. Okay. In each question, we did this in quarterfinal 1 as well. In each question, an image will be shown. However, you don't have to tell me the answer that is being shown in the image. You have to frame a question that will lead to the image as an answer. And that question needs to be specific. If you are on the right track, I'll help you try and get to the right answer. Okay. Plus 10 points for a correct answer. No negative marking in general, but questions will get carried forward. If you're not able to frame a question right, questions will get carried forward. And it's plus 5 for a correct answer on carry forward questions. And there is no negative marking. Is that fine, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So there is a carry forward. That was the only change I wanted to introduce. Okay, this is a sample question, everybody. You all know what the answer to this is. You have to frame a question that will get this to us as the answer.
So who is this Cabinet Minister of India?
Well, he's not a cabinet minister of India. He is S.A.
Chief
Bobre.
Justice. So who is this current Chief Justice of India?
Very good, Mai. Who's the current Chief Justice of India? Sharad Arvind Bobde, the current Chief Justice of India. You'd have to frame a question. Who is the current Chief Justice of India? Is that clear, everybody? Everybody's clear about how this round works?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very quickly, let's proceed into the round. And who is in fourth place at the moment, Ranjali?
So in fourth place we have Mahi.
Mahi?
And actually it's a tie between Mahi and Devarshi because both of them are on a score of 20.
Okay, so we'll start off with Mahi in that case. We'll just start. We always like to start randomly. We'll start off with Mahi. Mahi, please frame a question for this image and word.
Isaac Newton. Who invented the law of gravity?
Who invented the law of gravity? Slightly framed incorrectly. Who basically came up, who basically posited the law of gravity. Okay, basically Newton's laws of motion, the whole concept of gravity comes in from Isaac Newton. Well done, Mahi, 10 points to you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Okay, so let's move on. Gravity was not invented, it always existed. It was discovered by Isaac Newton. Okay, so there's a difference between an invention and a discovery, which is just basically that. Let's move on to Dheeraj from Euro School, Hyderabad. Dheeraj from Euro School, Hyderabad. This is your question.
Okay. Who is the CEO of Alibaba?
Who is the CEO of Alibaba? Well done, Dheeraj, 10 points to you. The founder, CEO of Alibaba, I'll give it to you. Well done, Jack Ma. Superb. Devashri, this is your direct question, Devashri.
Name a tiger reserve in Manipur.
Is the incorrect answer. It carries forward to Vaishnavi.
Sir, I have no idea.
Mahi,
No clue, sir.
Dheeraj,
No idea, sir.
name the tiger reserve of Kerala. Periyar Wildlife Sanctuary, Periyar Tekdi. Okay, Periyar is the wildlife sanctuary of Kerala. Okay, very quickly, we shall move on to the next person now. And the next person, this was question number 3. This actually moves to Vaishnavi now. Vaishnavi, your direct question is this. It is a rupee. It is not a rupee. I mean, it is a note. So look at the note and tell me something.
Who is the what is the name of the person on the currency of this note?
Yeah, what is the name of the
currency? Which country's currency is this?
Yeah, and which country's currency is this? You tell me.
Pakistan.
All right, very, very good. Very, very good. That is correct. Okay, this is definitely the currency of Pakistan as is suggested in the image. And this is actually Muhammad Ali Jinnah. What does the Pakistani rupee look like is the correct answer. Okay, it is a rupee symbol. It is 10 points to you, Vaishnavi. Well done. Okay, very quickly, we will move on to Mahi now. Mahi, your direct question. In fact, we'll go backwards this time. Vaishnavi will start off with you. Vaishnavi, what is your question for this?
Which organ is this?
Something more specific. Can you tell me what organ this is?
Heart.
Is the incorrect answer. I'm sorry, Vaishnavi. We are going to have to move this. We are going to have to move to Mahi.
So, which blood filtering organ it is? It is kidney.
All right, that is the correct answer. It is a blood filtering organ. Which organ of the human body is used to purify or filter blood? Kidney is the correct answer. 5 points to you, Mahi. Well done, Mahi. Okay, so passes on now from Vaishnavi. We are going in the backwards order. So Devashri, you are in the backwards order that we are following. So Devashri, your question is this.
Sir, which is the dance form practiced in Gujarat?
Is the correct answer. Well done. 10 points to you, Devashri. Well done. 10 points to you. Okay, Kathak is the wrong thing. It's written incorrectly. I'm sorry. The correct answer is it's Dandiya Ras. Okay, there's a small mistake here. It is actually Dandiya Ras, and it's a dance form that has originated in Gujarat. For the benefit of our audiences as well, I will just make a small correction. What happens is that with all of these different questions at times in the whole process of copy pasting, we tend to go slightly wrong. Our apologies for that. And we want to make sure that we do not give out any wrong information. The correct answer is Dandiya Ras, and it is from Gujarat. Okay, so Devashri was very much correct with it. So Dandiya Ras is the correct answer. Well done to you, Devashri. 10 points to you. Let's move on to Dheeraj. Dheeraj, this is your direct question.
No, Sir, I have no idea, sir.
Passes on to Devashri.
Sir, no idea.
Passes on to Vaishnavi.
No idea, sir.
Passes on to Mahi.
I don't remember, sir.
Who is the founder? He's not the founder. Who was the former chairperson? The founder of the modern day Wipro. The chairperson of Wipro, ex-chairperson of Wipro. He's not exactly the founder of Wipro technically, but he is the founder of modern day Wipro as we know it. Okay, Azim Premji. Okay, that is basically what the answer was. Founder, chairman of Wipro, I would have given it because there's a big argument about whether Azim Premji is the founder or not. So very quickly, let's move on to Mahi. Mahi, your direct question is this.
Who is this Indian Olympic gold medalist of chess?
I am sorry, that's the incorrect answer. Chess, he has never won. Nobody wins an Olympic medal in chess. Mahi, I'm going to have to pass it on because of what you have said. Dheeraj?
Who is the Olympic gold medalist in shooting?
Is the correct answer. Well done, Dheeraj. Who is this person?
Sir, Pankaj Advani?
It's not Pankaj Advani, it's
Abhinav
actually
Bindra.
a billiards player. Abhinav Bindra is the correct
Yeah,
answer.
Abhinav Bindra.
I was looking, see, because the Olympic medal is already shown. We knew it's somebody in the Olympics. We needed to know the sport. That was all I was looking for. So who is the only Indian to win an individual gold medal at the Olympics is also fine. A gold medal in shooting is fine. So that was good enough for me. So Dheeraj, you get your 5 points. Well done, Dheeraj. And with this, we come to an end of round number 2 of our quiz number 3. Very quickly, let's see what the status with the scores is. Give us one moment. Let me switch over. Yes. So at the end of round number 2, we have Dheeraj in the clear lead with 70 points from Euroschool Hyderabad. Vaishnavi on 40 points from GD Goenka Public School Indore. We have Mahi Parekh from MGD Girls School Jaipur on 35 points and Devashri Patil on 30 points from Pawar Public School Aminora Pune. All right. So yes, Dheeraj is in the lead, but there's still time to catch up and anything can happen with round number 3, which we are going to move on to very, very quickly. All right. Very quickly, give me one moment. Let me switch over. And in fact, before we go to round number 3, a lot of the people, we have had thousands, we have had over 1,500 people who watched us yesterday. And a lot of them asked us to share some information about some of our other programs as well, apart from the e-quiz column. So as I mentioned, Skillsphere Education, we are a pan-India organization that conducts a range of workshops focusing on the development of communication, public speaking skills, and a plethora of other skills. One of our workshops that we are conducting online as well is the Skillsphere e-debate workshop, which is a 4-session workshop, each session of 1.5 hours each, where we teach students the basics of public speaking, debating, and basically expressing their views on a range of different issues. We cover all major competitive debating formats over the sessions, right from the Frank Anthony debate style to the Oxford style of debating to the Bombay style of debating. And what's the most interesting and the entertaining part of this entire thing is that students actually participate. It's not theoretical in nature. We have a range of debates that go on. The session goes off very well. If any of you who are watching would like to enroll your children for a free demo to start off, please feel free to call us on 73041 26489. I repeat, 73041 26489 or on 98208 84414. I repeat, 98208 84414. That said, let's move on to round 3, which is the most exciting round, in my opinion, of the music-themed quiz that we are participating in. It's actually called Glissando. Okay, it's called Glissando. And Pranjali, why don't you explain what a glissando is? Does anybody know what a glissando is? Any of you people who love music? Yes, Mahi, tell me. Yes, Mahi, tell me what a glissando is.
When we suddenly move from one thing to different, like from one note to another note.
Yes, the act of, if you're on a guitar, suddenly you move from one note to another, sliding from one note to another, or on a piano, if you go from one side to another side, that's what you call a
Yes.
glissando. Okay. In this round, you actually have the opportunity to glissando. Okay. So what will happen is that every one of you will be asked a direct question. There is a carry forward in this round as well. In this round, you will be asked a direct question that is worth 15 points. If you do not know the answer to this question, you have the right to glissando. But if you glissando, you will be given a new question that's also worth 15 points. The catch too is that you have to answer. If you do not answer the glissando correctly, very clearly, let me tell you, if you do not answer the glissando correctly, you will get a -5 points. Okay. So if you do not answer glissando, you get -5 points. If you answer the glissando correctly, you get 15 points. There is a chance that the glissando might be easier, but honestly, that's very relative. What's easy for you might be tough for somebody else. So it's very difficult to determine that. But anyway, you have the ability to glissando if you'd like. Questions get carried forward irrespective of glissando being used or not. So the question being answered by the participant gets carried forward. Okay. So plus 10 points. Basically, if it's glissando, then you will answer the carry forward question. And 10 points for a carry forward. So a lot can still change in this entire quiz. Very quickly, let's start off. This time,
Sir, I have a
Sir,
question.
sir, I have a doubt.
Yes.
So
Go ahead.
without passing, without saying glissando, if we pass, do we have any negative?
No. If without the glissando, no negative marking. If you pass or even if you answer, there's no negative marking. But on the glissando, you have negative marking.
Yes.
Sir, how many direct questions per person you will ask?
Only one direct question per person in this round.
Okay.
The other two rounds are 2 questions. This round will have only 1 question. Is that fine, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Very quickly, let's move on. The first question is actually going to be a question this time that we will ask. Let's start off with who's in 4th place this time?
So in 4th place, we have Devashri.
Let's start off with Devashri. Let's give Devashri a chance to catch up to start off with, and then we'll go in the order. Can you guess the name of the person referred to as the Metro Man of India, Devashri? He is known for his work in setting up the Delhi Metro. You can glissando if you like. In 5, 4.
Sir, glissando.
Okay. Glissando, you have to answer. You get a -5 on this. The answer was E. Sridharan, the Metro Man of India. Okay. The glissando gets you to the next question. Which metro rail system is considered the oldest in the world? Hint, think.
Sir, I can't see the screen.
Yes, Devashri. So we'll move on with another question. Okay. Just wait. I think there's a network issue. There's an internet issue. So we ask you another question. Okay. No need to worry. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
We just wait for Anand sir to be back so that he can ask you another question.
Yes. Did we get an answer from her, Pranjali?
No. So, sir, we actually decided that we'll go ahead with another question.
Sure. We'll give you another glissando question. Just give me a minute, Devashri. One moment, please. Okay, I'm just going to ask you a different glissando question altogether. Give me one moment. Okay, your glissando question is, talking of smartphones, can you name the biggest smartphone manufacturing company in the world as of December 2019 by market share? Okay, the largest smartphone manufacturing company in the world as of December 2019 by market share. Okay, you have to give me an answer. It's a glissando. In 5, 4,
I
yes,
think it's Vivo.
is the incorrect answer. -5 to Devashri, please. -5 to her. Okay.
Yes.
We'll very quickly move on to Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi. It's 10 points or nothing. Yes, Vaishnavi. Passes on to Mahi.
No idea.
Mahi.
So no idea.
Is it apple? Is it apple by any chance?
No, that is not the correct answer. Dheeraj.
Sir, is it Oppo?
It is actually Samsung. Okay, we are talking about the world, so it is still Samsung. Around 20.9% is what I had read, if I'm not mistaken. So very quickly, let's move on to question number 2. Just one moment. Just for your reference, the London Underground Metro Rail System is the oldest metro system in the world. That was the answer. Let's quickly move on. Okay. This question goes to Dheeraj.
Yes.
Okay. Dheeraj, your question is, can you name the only company in the world that makes reusable rocket systems?
NASA?
Is the incorrect answer. Because you didn't glissando, you do not get negative points either. It passes on though. It passes on to Devashri. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Passes on to Vaishnavi.
So ISRO.
Is the incorrect answer. Mahi.
I don't know, sir.
It's the Elon Musk company called SpaceX. Okay. So anyway, this is the glissando question just for fun. This British aviation company is supposedly close to filing for bankruptcy owing to losses due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Can you name this airline owned by Richard Branson? A part of its name is the same as the term used to refer to forests, islands never explored before. Anyone? It's Virgin Atlantic. Okay. With that, we move to Mahi's question. Mahi, this is your question. This great Indian space scientist and former chairperson of the Indian Space Research Organization is credited with the development of key scientific instruments aboard the Chandrayaan-1 and Mangalyaan spacecrafts. Can you name him? Can you name this great Indian space scientist? Or would you like to glissando?
I don't know, sir. Pass.
Pass? No glissando? You don't want to glissando?
No, sir.
Okay. This passes on to Dheeraj.
Sir, K7?
Is the incorrect answer. K7 was later on. Devashri?
So no idea.
Vaishnavi?
No idea, sir.
All right. The answer is actually A.S. Kiran Kumar. He was K7's predecessor. Okay. Set the ball rolling with a lot of things that have been taken forward. Okay. The glissando question for everybody's reference is, India's only satellite launch center is situated on this island near the Bay of Bengal. Can you name it?
Sir, Sriharikota.
Sriharikota.
Is the correct answer the Satish Dhawan Space Center at Sriharikota. Okay. Let's move on very quickly to this direct question is, just a moment. It is for Vaishnavi. It's the last question of the quiz for Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi, your direct question is this. The current president of Brazil has been facing a lot of criticism in his country over his casual handling of the coronavirus pandemic, which has resulted in the deaths of around 10,000 people. The crisis took a new twist after the president fired Minister of Health Luis Enrique Mandetta owing to disagreements over handling of the coronavirus situation or the corona crisis. Can you name the president of Brazil? Five.
So I would like to do
Glissando. You like to glissando? All right, we will glissando for you. Fair enough. We'll glissando this question. Jair Bolsonaro was the answer of the president of Brazil. We'll very quickly glissando, and your glissando question is, talking of South American countries, Brazil, Portugal has had very close ties with Brazil over the years. Brazil was a colony of Portugal for nearly 3 centuries. Can you name a country that borders Portugal? Five, four.
So Brazil.
Brazil does not border Portugal. I'm sorry. -5 for Vaishnavi. Passes on to Mahi.
No, I don't know. Sir.
Passes on to Dheeraj.
No idea.
Portugal's borders. Devashri.
Or no idea.
The answer is Spain. Portugal and Spain, they border each other. So that was the correct answer. And with this, we actually come to an end of our quiz. Very quickly, let's check what the scores are. And I believe we have a clear winner in place who has dominated this quiz. Dheeraj Kesafa Veliseti. A big round of applause for him, please. Dheeraj, well done. Dheeraj, you qualify for the semi-finals. One of 8 students to qualify for the semi-finals. In second place, we have Vaishnavi and Mahi both in joint second place. And in third place, we have Devashri Patil from Pawar Public School, Aminora, Pune. But well done, all of you. All of you have performed excellently well. What's most important is the learning curve that all of you are going through. And I'm very happy to say the way all of you are learning and developing, and the fact that you all are able to answer such complex answers, because at the end of the day, what I'd like to tell you is that this quiz is not as easy as the quiz that we had. Don't you think this quiz was more challenging than our opening round quiz, our pre-quarterfinals quiz?
Sir.
The entire format has switched. It involves a lot more engagement and it involves a lot more thinking, not only for you, but also for me as a quiz master. All right. So thank you so much for participating so well. Did you all have a good time, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm glad you all had a good time. You know, unfortunately, only 1 or 4 people gets through, and that person is Dheeraj from Euro School, Hyderabad. What I'd like to tell you, though, at this point in time is also about the Global Jigyasa Weekly Current Affairs Quiz. This is a quiz that we conduct every Sunday online. We share it with people via social media, via WhatsApp, via Facebook. It is a great opportunity to keep abreast with global and current affairs. There are 10 questions related to the happenings of the world. 4 options each always, out of which 1 is correct. It is attempted by thousands of people across India, and it basically is a great way of keeping abreast with what is happening in the world in a particular week. And if you'd like to receive this quiz from us, all you have to do is SMS or WhatsApp the word subscribe to +91 99871 34522. I repeat, +91 99871 34522. All right. So that is basically how you subscribe to the Global Jigyasa Weekly Current Affairs Quiz. And do stay tuned with us, because in June 2020, I'm very excited to let all of you know that we are coming out with our Global Jigyasa app. It is a wonderful way to keep abreast with the current affairs happenings of the world. Every day we are going to have daily news bulletins once a day with interesting quizzes related to that. And the weekly current affairs quiz is going to then take place via the app. So you stay tuned for more information on this. Apart from this, we are also very excited to tell you that apart from the SkillSphere e-debate workshop, we also have something called the SkillSphere e-quiz workshop that we have launched during the lockdown. These are interactive online GK sessions for students of ages of 10 to 13 years, 5 sessions each or 1.5.
Okay, so I believe there's a
Yes, can you all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes,
So there
sir.
are 5 sessions each of 1.5 hours each in the SkillSphere e-quiz workshop. All of you, anybody who's watching us on live stream, if you feel you'd like to enroll your kids for this, it's a great idea to attend a free demo session this week. You can register by giving us a call on 73042 77730. I repeat, 73042 77730. Or you can also give us a call on 88506 32323. 88506 32323. We have a range of different issues that are discussed in the Global Jigyasa Quiz Workshop, right from inventions and discoveries to environment and wildlife, to India, to politics and economics, and many other interesting topics. And the most important thing is that every session has a quiz related to the topics that are discussed. So if anybody is interested in the SkillSphere e-quiz workshop, please feel free to join it. And at this point in time, I would like to congratulate all my wonderful students who are here. Thank you so much for having participated the way you have. Devashri, Vaishnavi, Mahi, and Dheeraj. I wish you all the very best in life. Please stay hungry, stay foolish, stay excited, stay engaged, stay enlightened, stay enthused, stay intrigued, and most importantly, stay inspirational for all of us adults. The way you're answering while you're in grade 6 to 8 is something that most adults are also not able to manage. So kudos to you, to your parents, to your school for making you all such capable individuals. And I'm sure you're on the right track to do even much better moving forward.